Hello, welcome back to Neil Watson, your English coach. Today's word of the day, and there's another video to follow after this about a concept. Today's word of the day is I am indebted to Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister, who in an interview given on last Sunday about the impeachment process in the US, described the whole process about there being a lot of toings and froings and a bit of kerfuffle. But it seems that the American democracy has come out strong. Now, the word that I want to cover is the word kerfuffle, because I think it's such a lovely, lovely word that many people who are not native English speakers would not understand. Is kerfuffle a real word? Yes, it is. It is a word that has been taken into the English language, almost 200 years ago, or formalized more than 200 years ago, but came into the English language going back to the early 16th century. And it appears that the word has come from the Scottish origin of a word fuffle, meaning, to throw something into disorder, and a Celtic word car, which has been later changed to cur, but the Celtic word car meaning to twist, to bend. So therefore, bend something into disorder. So kerfuffle is a sort of a humorous word about describing something that is actually quite serious in the sense of, quite a fuss, quite a, sort of a, not fuss, but also disorder and damaging. And, how would you use it in a sentence where, Boris Johnson talks about the kerfuffle of the impeachment process in the USA? I personally hope that he's talking about the last minute sort of call for witnesses and the fuss and the confusion that caused, that I would call a kerfuffle. But the actual impeachment process itself, I don't think was a kerfuffle. I think it was something that needed to be done, but that's a personal view and not part of word of the day. How would you use it? Well, you could say there's a minor kerfuffle as the kids try to find their way out, i.e. too many kids trying to get through the door all at one time, a little bit of disorder as they sort themselves out and get through the door. It's also being used as it's not only the school with dress code issues. Almost every week there's a local story about a kerfuffle at the school over what kids should wear. Now, UK has school uniform. Many European countries don't have school uniform in public schools, but in private schools. And there's always a little bit of a fuss or disorder about, what is appropriate for kids to wear to school. Personally, I think uniforms are great, but that's a different story. So we've covered where the origin is. There is a dispute as to where the K-E-R part of kerfuffle came, because the original was car or cur, C-U-R, and sometime it got changed into cur and kerfuffle. It is a verb and it is a noun. And it is, I think, a glorious word in the sense of describing some sort of fuss, disorder, a humorous way of talking about something that actually can be quite serious. Well, that's it for the word of the day. We'll be back soon with another little short video about a terminology using two words, so not quite forming word of the day, but a concept of the day.